So I appreciate you asking about it. For someone cool like you, I'll even tell you about the mission. Noel, here's the gist of it. Oh God. I need to kill God. What? Hi there, and welcome to Metahorror Therapy Session. We are taking on the role of a therapist today, but we're going to be speaking to kind of a creepy client, I think. Learning more about them, but as far as I can tell, there's maybe something a little unsettling about this person as well. Here's what the description says. Take control of a therapist in a mysterious, never-ending therapy session. Can you unravel the truth behind your patient's lies and live to tell the tale? And a quick thank you to the dev team for sending me a key to play this game. All right, so today's date is August 12, 2025, and this is patient 122. I'm recording this session today mostly out of an instinct. I don't know, there's just something off about this one. I've been feeling a little strange, so just in case, I decided to record our session today. I'm sure everything will be fine, and I will throw away the recording at the end, but just in case. Hello, Noel. Nice to see you again. Hi. Nurse Ann introduced us earlier this week. I'm Dr. Worry Montgomery. You might remember me from these big, dorky-looking glasses I'm wearing. I remember. You are a therapist at the local hospital. In this room, you've seen many patients, kids, adults, each one unique and requiring a different kind of approach. You are going to have to find a way to get Noel to talk a little more about himself. He seems like a young adult, perhaps a late teenager. You have strategies for how to best approach this. Utilizing what you know from his file, you might be able to get him to open up a little bit. Perhaps you could take a look at this as an initial interview. With those, you remind me of my uncle. My glasses remind you of your uncle? My uncle. He's silly. He'd wear something like that. What's his name? Oh no. You don't remember? Don't know. That line of questioning is not working. How's your eye? Does it hurt? Not anymore. It's the light. It hurts your eyes? Yes. Covering it helps. The eye that was examined in the ER, but no one was able to find anything wrong with it. Did it always hurt, or did it start hurting after the accident? No, it's going to hurt forever, so there's nothing you can do. Why do you say that? Don't know. Don't know. Don't remember. Are you having memory troubles then? I guess. Don't know. Doc, can I leave? I need to go. Soon. Where do you want to go, Noel? Home? No, I can't. I can't go home. I have something really, really important to do. Really? Sounds pretty serious. You want to tell me about what it is? I promise I won't tell the others. I can't tell you. If I did, you'd be the one needing a shrink. Try me. I hear some pretty wild stuff in this job, you know. I bet you can't top it. Say, Doc, you're not allowed to tell anyone anything I tell you here, right? Yeah, that's right. Anything you say is between the two of us and those four walls. Unless you express that you want to do harm to yourself or others, of course. You really won't tell anyone? I won't. Noel is finally making eye contact with you. Neat. So, feel free to tell me anything that's on your mind. I don't really have anything right now. All right, well, may I ask you a few questions then? Sure, Doc. Go ahead. Okay. So now that you've built something of a rapport, let's try asking him more about himself. Pick a topic. More topics will unlock as you progress. Okay. While talking, you might find yourself completely diverging from the original topic. That's natural in therapy. Free conversations allow for new subject matters to be introduced by the patient. Okay. Sometimes he'd rather stay silent. It's important to know when to press and when to let the silence be. Remember, your objective is to find answers to the questions raised in the initial report. Okay, so let's read the report. Okay, so Noel. Patient only offered surname initials. Male, unknown, unknown, unknown. Unknown. No reported allergies. Summary. Patient was brought in for an initial assessment after recovery from an accident. Refuses to talk about where he's from or who should be contacted to support his recovery. Sending him for an assessment for mental health support and to investigate amnesia or possible damage to his brain. Other than that, he has made a full recovery from his physical injuries. Okay, so the notes that I've been taking: talk to Noel to learn more about the accident, and then learning a little bit more about his identity. Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, so trying to figure out more about who his parents were, and then injuries. Looks like we have two that haven't really populated yet. Okay. Okay. Yeah, so there's a lot of topics here. There's not anything we can do like around the room, right? Okay, so he just brought up family, so maybe we go there. Do I have to talk about them? I want to know you a little better, but if you'd rather not, I understand. You can't tell anyone. Yes. If I did, you could sue me and take my license to be a therapist. Really? I could? But would I? I don't know, would you? Nah, I'm not a narc. Between those four walls, right? Indeed. And I promise, those four aren't gossipers. I only write down in your file the absolute essentials. So you can tell me whatever it is that's on your mind. My family is my two dads, my little sister, and me, and two cats. That's important. Family of four. You all get along? Yeah, my dads are all over each other. It's almost gross. And my little sister is the cutest girl in the world. You call them both your dads? What makes it easier for you? One wears glasses, and the other has, well, long hair? Yeah. Glasses dad and long hair dad. Got it. No names. Yep. My dad has long hair because my other dad told him he liked it once. So he grew it out and it's down to his hips now. Nerds. You know, you sound like you enjoy talking about them. I do. They're my family, you know. I love them. I miss them, even. You can't see them at the moment? No. See, Doc, I'm on a trip of sorts. To the mysterious place you were heading to in that bus. Part of it. I'm going to various places. My family can't come with me, so I do it all by myself. You wish they could be here with you? No. I wouldn't wish this trip on my worst enemies. Why not? I've seen some things. Everyone's better off not seeing or knowing about them. Could you give me an example? You don't want to know. Hit me. I like you, so no. Trust me, Gramps. Not everything is meant to be discovered. I see. If it's that scary, does it mean you're planning on heading back home to your dad soon? No, I can't go home. I have a mission. I mean, I feel like we keep going, right? Talking, so let's keep asking. My mission... Is it also something that I shouldn't know? I do like this, Doc. You let me talk your ear off about stuff you and the hospital don't really want to know. That's not... Come on, nobody really wants to know about my family. That's not what's going to get me out of here sooner and to open up a bed for another patient. So, I appreciate you asking about it. For someone cool like you, I'll even tell you about the mission. Noel, here's the gist of it. Oh God. I need to kill God. What? Excuse me? God is an evil being. She needs to be killed so that everyone can live in peace. And I have to do it. Love how they do like the close-up. Why does it have to be you? There's something about me that's different from others. God knows that, so she's running away from me. So you're in this trip to find and kill God. Yep. I've seen enough of the world to understand that it needs to change. There's something in me that's driven to this task. I don't know why or how, but it's the path I've been given. I go to all kinds of places, in all kinds of times, looking for her. I got lost recently, which is how I ended up here. Times? My mission requires me to go to the future, the past, and the present. God can be wherever and whenever she wants, you know? So I have to do it. Sometimes I think I'm getting close and then I lose the trail. She's always a step ahead. I'm doing this alone because it's my burden to bear. I don't want anyone else involved. That's my mission. Just kidding. Okay. What? I don't have a mission. Not at all. What? Noel. I was just messing with you. I'm a prankster, remember? Really? Everything you just told me about your mission was a prank? Yep, that's it. I love playing pranks on people, and there's a little ritual I do when I get to know someone. I say something super nonsensical and watch their reaction. It's the best way to find out what kind of prank will hit them best. I'm gonna go with wow, you got me good. I'm just gonna play along, I think. Should have seen your face, Doc. I could see you scribbling on that file of yours. You must have been like, it's Toots cray. But don't worry, it was all a joke. You don't know how you feel about lying to a patient. So, what other questions do you have for me? I promise I'll try not to prank you again. Emphasis on try. Go ahead. What else, Doc? Okay, so let's see what I wrote down. Okay. Doesn't look like I've added anything here. Okay, so family consists of 2 fathers, little sister, patient was adopted. Didn't write down the cats, even though he said that was important. Self-image. Delusional. Sounds straight from a piece of fictional media. Psychiatric evaluation recommended. Okay, yeah. Okay. Has been to therapy before. Further investigation needed. Does not identify with any gender. So yeah, I updated that. Okay. Okay. My injuries from the accident are all better. Ah, I know that. It's not what I meant. What do you mean then? Investigate suicide plans. Keep quiet. I don't know if any of those injuries would make me think there's something with suicide happening. I'm gonna keep quiet. You mean my hand and my eye, don't you? Why does that matter? I was just... Which doctor wants you to ask me that? No one gave me any questions. I don't believe you. It has nothing to do with the accident. Those nurses were so nosy. I heard them telling other nurses about me. Everyone thinks I'm crazy, huh? You're all just waiting for me to lose my mind and stuff inside the psych ward. Uh-oh. I don't know why hand injuries and eye injury would make anyone believe anything with suicide, though. That confuses me. I understand this is frustrating. Do you? Or are you going to tell Nurse Anne everything I told you about and make me the new hot gossip of the hospital? Noel, I assure you that will not happen. It doesn't feel that way. Every time someone asks me about my injuries, I can just feel that they're looking for gossip. It's just a hand and an eye. They're not going to change what happened. I want to get out of here. I don't want to be another case study or some kind of project, got it? I hear you. My goal is to support you, not to make you feel like a case. If you ever decide you want to talk, I'm here. What else do you have for me? Can we end this already? I've told you everything I can say. I still don't think you should. You're trying your best, Doc. I appreciate it. I like you, I really do, but I don't want to bother you with more than you're prepared for. Is there nothing else you'd like to talk about? Nope. Then, do you mind if I ask you some things that made me curious? Depends on what they are. If you don't want to answer, you don't have to. Fine. Hit me. Okay, so are these things that I don't have details on? So let's see what I wrote. Okay, so it seems that Noel misses their sister a lot, regrets not being able to see her grow up. Adventures. I wrote hallucinations, brings up fantastical scenarios. unbelievably detailed. There seems to be some form of truth to these stories, as much as he tries to obfuscate them with fantasy. Intense creativity pulsioned by his fathers, who work in the creative field, question mark, or does he legitimately believe these delusions? Okay, it doesn't look like there's anything added here. No previous medicines taken. Adventures began after leaving home. Mental breakdown. Family did not seem to notice any early signs of delusion. Okay. Hey, do me a favor and cover the mirrors you have in your house. Oh my god. You'll thank me one day. Mirrors? Why? Just saying. Don't mind me. The session is almost over. God, what a creeper. Noel looks at you and I think we should end it here. It's better for the both of us that we don't meet again. Why? Sorry, Doc. The best I can do is give you a comforting explanation for a harsh reality. And I've liked our talk enough to not want to lie to you like that. I think lies told by well-meaning adults are the ones that hurt the most. Such as... Oh god. That shot won't hurt. It's just a small needle. Mom's coming back in an hour, so be good. This will only take a minute. You can be anything you want when you grow up. And so on. Sometimes they say these things to make you feel better, to give you hope. But when the truth hits, it feels like a betrayal. Like they were just trying to shield you from the inevitable. I get that they're meant to make things easier, but they don't. Not really. They just leave you alone with the truth, wondering why no one was honest with you from the start. I could do that to you. But you won't? I don't want to, really. Personally, I'd rather face something painful head on than live in a comfortable illusion. At least with the truth, you know where you stand. So, you want to end the session on this note? Yeah, I understand. But if you ever want to tell someone this truth, I will be here. Ah, Doc. You'll make me cry, for real. But, hey, Dr. Montgomery. Oh god, I'm nervous. Have you ever read The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy? Or know about it? Its cult following, the community? Me? No. I've never been much into fiction. Ah, thought so. It's science fiction. You don't look like the type. Then... do you know the meaning of life, the universe, and everything else? No. Right. There's no way you would. What is it? In the book, at one point, they visit this supercomputer called Deep Thought, which is built by a race of hyper-intelligent beings. They aim to find the answer to the ultimate question of life, the universe, and everything. Deep Thought spends millions of years calculating and finally comes up with the answer, 42. 42? That's it? Yep, 42. The computer explains that the question is so complex that it would take another, even more powerful computer to figure it out. So, in the end, 42 is just this meaningless number. What is the answer to that question, in your opinion? Aha, I can't tell you that. Let's end this on a high note, okay? Things I saw, the things you think I saw. In the end, after we part ways, it's not going to matter. I disagree. Sure you do. Wouldn't be any other reason for you to think otherwise. Ah. Been fun, Doc. Goodbye. Hey. Just therapy. Reach the initial normal ending. Ending number 2. Okay. Interesting. So I think we got by, and I think Noel ended up liking us. So I'm super curious what some of the other endings would be. And it looks like we could technically start another one, but we are going to end it there, guys. So there was definitely moments of like being creeped out, but I think it was because the game description made it feel creepy. And I don't know, my experience was definitely some creepy moments, especially when they like zoom in and he's smiling. But I felt like our session at least went pretty smooth. So I'll have to look up maybe what the other endings are for this game, but I think it was meant to be a little creepy, and I'm sure maybe there's other creepy scenarios that could pop up depending on some of the questions that you ask. This was an interesting one. This was a kind of more of like a visual novel, so a little long in like the just kind of talking through everything. I wish there was maybe a little bit more interactive pieces of the room that you could check out. I suppose that would kind of take away from, what you're doing with Noel, but that would just maybe be a little something to, I don't know, just focus on something else for a little while, take a little break. But other than that, it was interesting for sure. I don't know if I would do like another therapy session again, but I thought this one was an interesting one to try out. So let me know what you guys thought about this one, and if you played this one before, I would love to hear what some of your endings were and your experience. You can do that by commenting below. If you enjoyed it, give the video a like. And with that, guys, I will see you in the next one.